Oh, it's cold. Chubsters. Hey, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is the Martians have landed. The good news is they eat cyclists and piss petrol. No, really, I really do have some good news and some bad news. Well, what's been happening? You can probably remember I've had a few issues with the old Paramotor. The last time I actually flew it... Oh, hang on a minute. I've never flown my Paramotor. The last time I flew was in Brisbane in Australia. And since getting back from Brisbane, back to Europe, I've never flown the Paramotor. Had more than a few problems. You remember I've had a damaged prop. That gutted me, cost a fortune. I sent the prop off, got it repaired. The repair was abysmal. In fact, somebody had a look at the prop recently and the props were actually different lengths and they'd come back from the repairer. You remember it delaminated when I went for a run on the grass. I wondered whether it had caught the long grass. I don't think it had done. I think the prop just delaminated because it was a poor repair. Poor and dangerous, I would say. So I eventually managed to sort out the prop problem. I got a new prop. Dave Messenger reached out. He sent me an old new prop or a new old prop or whatever that means. It's basically an old prop, but it's new for me. He also told me that I didn't have to have all three blades on the prop. There's a set of spacers that he gave me that you could actually put on the Paramotor to allow it to run as a bi-prop. So I did that, got the prop set up, got the Paramotor set up, got it started after all those problems with the carburettor. Went for a run and it stopped. Chubsters, I've lost a bit of weight. I've got too much slack. The thing I made's too slack. I'm gonna have to take it off. Back in a minute. Got that thing that I made. Take it off now. Don't seem to need it anymore. Not with my t-shirt on anyway. That's cool. So what am I going to do with that? Put it in here. Ooh. Still a bit shit on the return, isn't it? Oh. Still a bit shit. Start bolt works out. Let's give it a try. Clear prop. What's this? And it wouldn't start again. So basically that was basically it with the Paramotor not running again. And to be honest with you, I just threw my toys out the pram, got sick of it. And then what happened is Dave Messenger from Nirvana Paramotors reached out. He said, "Hey Sean, send it to me and I'll have a look at it and sort it out for you." And he did, and I've only had it back a few weeks. Thank you, David. So here's the good news. Let's take you to see it. Wow, sunshine but freezing cold. Let's go and have a little look.
Well, there she is. It's all sorted out. She's been restrung. Check out the strings, all restrung by Dave Messenger, and we've got brand new hoops as well. Looking really good. There's the XL harness, if you remember. We've got the reserve chute. She comes with a flotation device. And check out this throttle. So remember the throttle was sticking? Not anymore. Thank you very much, David. Check out this return action. No more sticking, no more problems. Brand new throttle. We are running the biprop on the back. We've got the spacers. I do have 2 extra blades, so I can run as a tri-prop with a spare blade, or have two biprops. There we go, looking pretty tickety-boo.
So what's the bad news? Apart from the mess in here, the bad news is I'm selling it. But not to worry, it's not the end of the journey. A few people have seen the advert on the forums to sell the Paramotor. I am selling the Nirvana Paramotor, the seat, the reserve parachute, the flotation device, the retractor trite, and the Ozone Roadster 30 wing, which is had less than 5 hours of ground handling probably, and it's had 1 hour of flight. I've flown it for an hour. So the whole thing and the whole kit and the caboodle's going, but it's not the end of the game. I decided that now that the Paramotor's running properly, now that she's as she should be, I don't want to end up damaging it again, because I just end up getting into that position where I get all excited, and then because the equipment's not right for me, I end up damaging it again, and just ends up costing me more money for absolutely nothing. So what I've done is, do you remember the Paramotor that my friend Steve bought when we were in Spain? That's right, it's a PAP, P-A-P, I don't know, but he bought that Paramotor. Well, I've just bought it off him, and it's in a bit of a mess. You can't see it here because we took it apart, and the reason we took it apart, these bits down here, let me show you. And the reason we took it apart was, look, I wanted to check it out. It didn't look right, and it turned out that there was a load of cracks on the frame that were hidden. I mean, it was a pretty dangerous piece of equipment, just to think we fantasised about flying it. Here's the motor off it. Looks a little bit old, but those are the hoops. But what you will remember, gosh, come over here, is that it came with this stainless steel trike. The whole thing is sub 70 for the UK, and it's here, so a little bit more robust. I mean, that the retractor trike was fantastic anyway, but the stainless steel with the stainless steel hoops, they're all robust, and look, so it's a little bit of a project. Now the thing is, it's not flyable, so obviously it's got some work. Now, God, bloody hell. So then, bad news and good news, or good news, fix the Paramotor. Bad news, selling the Paramotor. Good news, got another Paramotor. Better news, I bought one of these. Can't see because of the British sun. It's there, it's always that low level. God, you can't do anything. You drive along and there's just sun there all the time in your eyes. So anyway, I bought one of those. It's called the KFA Safari. It's a kit plane. It's in South Africa, and it's been delivered over here to the UK, and it's got to be built. Now, you probably realise I've been showing you a few snaps of the garage as I've been looking through. What a bloody mess it is, and that's because we haven't had a chance to sort it out. That's because of the storage issue that we've got at the moment, because the outbuildings at the back aren't safe to store anything in. So what I've got to do is I've got to get the garage sorted out, because I've got two projects. I've got the KFA Safari, which is a two-seater general aviation light aircraft, and I've got the PAP Paramotor. So hopefully, now that the weather is just starting to creep out of winter and we've got the warm weather ahead, I'm hoping to get back into the channel, and we'll vlog the build a little bit of the aeroplane. We will vlog the repair of the Paramotor, and hopefully this summer we'll be back to flying fairly soon. As for my flying in general aviation light aircraft. I do have a pilot's license. I've got booked down at the local airfield just to have my license proficiency check done again, because I haven't flown for a few years. Get that out of the way, and then we'll get that aeroplane built, and maybe we'll get some footage of us flying in light aircraft. So I want to try and get the channel back alive again. Fat Paramotor guys back. Good to see you all, and see you in the next video. Bye for now. Got to build an airplane in here.